Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome to Freaky Future Month on this channel. So, yes, for the full 30 days in June, I'm just going to be doing Freaky Future stuff, and etc, reviews, etc, and I thought I'd just kick it all off with a tag. So this is the Freaky Future tag, and I have wrote about 6 questions. So let's go through them. So, question 1: what is your favourite futuristic horror film? For me, it is Alien from 1979. People say it is a haunted house or a slasher film in space, and I would say it is. Only instead the antagonist is Alien, which is the xenomorph, and for the first bit of the film we don't see it fully grown. We see it as a little baby, but it grows quickly, and you know, for a while it's what you don't see that's quite creepy. And the scene with the air vents, you know, that's quite a good jump scare. I admit, it made me jump the first time I watched it, but now I see it coming. But still, it holds out as a great sci-fi film. So, and it has horror, so for that, it is Alien. Question 2: favourite futuristic non-horror film? I like many, you know. I like Mad Max 2, Road Warrior, The Terminator even, but this one I'm going to go with T2, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That is not just one of the best science fiction sequels or films of all time, it is one of the best action sequels. And I have to say, it has stood the test of time with its effects. And I also look forward to Terminator Dark Fate from what I've seen so far, but for now, I'm putting Terminator 2 as my favourite science futuristic non-horror film, because it is set in the film came out in 1991, and it was set in 1995, and the Terminator came from the future, 2029, and back in 1991, 1995 was yet to happen, so it was 4 years in the future, and the Terminator came from the future, so I'm putting it there as one of my favourite futuristic non-horror films. Next one, question 3. What is your favourite futuristic guilty pleasure film? Now, this can be either horror or sci-fi, you know, like a sci-fi or sci-fi horror film. Something that's set in the future that's so bad it's good. For me, I'm going with Jason X. Jason X for me is one of the weak films in the franchise, but it has its good moments. You know, Kane Hodder, you know, does a great job playing Jason, and at the end I just have fun watching this film. So, Jason X. Okay, question 4. Robots or aliens? Which do you think is most likely to coexist with humans, and which do you think is least likely to coexist with humans? I think both. I do. I believe that aliens are out there. We can't be the only planet with life. Aliens, there's, you know, I think we will coexist with them one day in the far future, but at this rate I would say robots are most likely to coexist with us, because, well, robots are real, aren't they? We've established that robots exist, and there's even like one robot, an android robot, an artificial intelligent life form that has been considered a citizen of Arabia, is it? You know, machines are getting more advanced, and I think we will get there eventually with robots coexisting with us. We just best hope that they don't try and overrun us and that, like in the Terminator films. But yeah, I think we're most likely to go with coexisting with robots before we coexist with aliens. So my answer for that, robots. So, next question, question 5. If you could travel forwards in time, Forwards in time to the... I'll rephrase that again. If you could travel forwards in time to the future, where would you go? Me, I would probably go, I don't know, maybe a couple centuries into the future. I'd definitely want to go somewhere long after I'm gone, because I don't want to go somewhere in my lifetime in the future where something bad happens and then I have a miserable time waiting for it to happen, and for all I know it could be me dwelling on it that causes that bad event to happen. So I would like to go somewhere that is, you know, long after I'm gone, maybe 150 years maybe, or maybe the year 3000, I don't know. But if I could go forward or look forward in time that far, yeah, sometime after I'm gone. But usually when people ask that question, if you could travel in time, a lot of people will commonly say back, because as a wise turtle once said to a panda, the past is history, the future is a mystery, and now is a gift, which is why it is called the present. Yeah, somewhere long after I'm gone, I want to, you know. Okay, so question 6, the final question. Do you think science fiction and horror will still be going strong 100 years in the future, in 100 years time? So my answer to that is yes. I think we will still be watching horror films and science fiction films long after we've gone, because look at it, it's stood the test of time, you know. We go back in time, you know, look at Mary Shelley, you know, Frankenstein, Bram Stoker's Dracula, H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds, you know, The Time Machine, The Invisible Man. You know, horror goes back long before films, you know, long before, you know, we developed cinema in the late 1800s, you know, and centuries later, 200 centuries later, after Frankenstein, Dracula, you know, the sci-fi from H.G. Wells, and all these films, you know, Nosferatu and everything that is horror, it has stood the test of time, and we still watch, we still talk about them to this very day, and yeah, they live on forever. So yes, I do think that in 100 years' time, even deeper into the future, we will still be, you know, our descendants will be watching and, you know, watching and loving sci-fi and horror. You know, for all we know, our descendants could be watching this video. Our descendants may even watch us on YouTube. You know, look back in 100 years' time. Look at these videos we've all done, our videos and that on YouTube, if they're still around. Yeah, if they still exist in some form. Our descendants may watch them. You know, if they, you know, I mean, I think in the future the internet will be, I don't know. I honestly don't know what will be of YouTube or technology or something in the future, but I do believe that in the future we will still be having the genre of horror and science fiction and comedy, all the other genres as well. So yes, that is my Freaky Future tag as part of Freaky Future Month on this channel. So now I gotta tag some people. So who am I gonna tag? Well, let's see. I think I will tag, you know what, I'm definitely gonna tag Sean Patrick Urshan from the Horror Corner, or because of the content of this video, he might be the Sci-Fi Corner. So Sean, you're it. I will also tag Dice Rolling, Queenie Todd, the Horror Miser Monty G. Also, I will tag Lisa Loves Movie Massacre and Strange Monkey, which together are all Free from the Grave. So Free from the Grave, tag them. And Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies. Yeah, and you know what? If I haven't mentioned you feel free to do this tag. If you're watching this and I haven't tagged you and you want to do this tag, then tag you or it as well. So yeah, be sure to feel free to do this tag. And yeah, that's it for this one, the Freaky Future tag. So this is just the first of what's to come this month. I will be doing Freaky Future reviews that won't just be horror but sci-fi, and I will have all my regular shows which will be chipping in on the sci-fi, well, on the freaky future of horror and sci-fi. So anyway, that's it for now. So until next time, I bid you all... Oh, I forgot to say, my social media links on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram are all linked down below. Facebook group. Yeah, all my social media links are linked down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if this is your first time here, and to hit that notification bell. It'd mean a great deal to me. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So until next time, don't have nightmares.